Okay, so I am testing my new trolley. I want to create a speed that is slow. I don't want it to go too fast. Alright, so what I did is I took 6 220 ohm resistors and put them in parallel. And that gives me a resistance of 37 ohms. When you put the same resistor in parallel with each other, so if you put 220 ohm resistor in parallel with another 220 ohm resistor, it cuts the resistance in half. So that would give you 110 ohms. So if you take 6 of them and put them in parallel, you do a little math, you can use Kirchhoff's law, or you can just simply have an ohm resistor or have a ohm meter. As you're putting them in parallel, you measure the resistance, and that will determine that. Now, I have this circuit runs off of 10 volts. I did measure the resistance of the motor of the trolley, and that was approximately 33 ohms. So I knew to cut the speed in half, I would need approximately a 33 ohm resistor. So that's what gave me the idea of putting these 220 ohm resistors in parallel. Okay, so what you see here is a test of the circuit connected to the track. And let me show you how this works. It is working. I'm very happy. So as I explained before about the resistors, I have those 6 resistors in series with the red wire, which is positive. And I have positive and negative tied to the track. And that would be the inside track. Because if you recall, I cut right there, I cut a slot to make a separation between the area where the train stops and the main track. And on the other side of the track, I have the same thing but on the opposite track, opposite rail. Okay, so let me try to explain how this works. In my previous videos, I explained that I have a oscillating circuit that will, or a flip-flop that will change polarity about every 20 seconds. So let's say the main leads are connected to the inside rails. So if this outside rail here, I'm pointing at right here, is positive, and the inside rail here is negative, you can see that I'll put a negative on the positive side of the diode. So when this is positive, the train will travel in this direction. And because when this is positive and this is negative, once those two sets of wheels pass this cut section here, the train will stop. Because with a diode, current will only travel in one direction. So if there's a negative on here and a positive on here, it has no flow of current. It can't move anymore. So this engine will sit in this state until the oscillator flips over and this rail becomes positive right here, and this becomes negative, therefore allowing current to flow through this diode, positive and negative, through the trolley back to ground, and then allowing the train to flow in this direction. So the same thing will happen. You can see I have a diode on the other side. The same exact thing happens. And that's how my auto reversing circuit works. all set up now. Have the track glued down. I'm just retesting it. Nice. Probably should go a little slower. I could probably slow it down a little bit. Works good.